matches are coming as fast as Amazon Prime packages. We just played against Espanyol, and we already have to look ahead and start to prepare for the next opponents immediately, because we have a big game on Tuesday in La Liga where Real Madrid will be traveling to take on Levante. And this is a must-win game. We've been perfect so far, and I expect that to continue. Now, we haven't seen Levante in La Liga for a few years now, and it's not going to be an easy match. We saw them play Barca at their ground, and they almost left with something. They gave Barca a run for their money. So we can't just go into this match underestimating them. But with the form that we're on, the way that we've been able to grind out results, we should be picking up 3 points. Levante, they won the second division of Spanish football last season. That's how they've gotten promoted. But I feel confident, especially with how compact our back line looks. So this is going to be a very interesting game. But you guys know what I do on these match previews. I got to talk about both teams. And then at the end, I will be building the 11 that I think Xabi Alonso is going to use. So make sure you guys get in the comment section and let me know what you're saying for this match. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on those post notifications, or else every one of you that did not hit that like button will receive 783 lashes. But let's get into it. So, looking at Real Madrid, top of the league. This is where we belong. This is where I expected us to be at this point in the season. Everybody else was nervous. Everybody was too scared to speak with chest. Well, I'm moving like Sydney Sweeney. I'm showing chest. I told you guys, in Xabi we trust. I knew this manager was going to come in here and completely switch how we look, make us more organized, instill a system. Because some of the games that we've had early, if this is last season, there is no way in hell we are collecting 3 points in every single match. 5 games, 5 wins. We control our own destiny. At the time of me recording this video, Barca still haven't played their match against Getafe, but it doesn't matter, because even if they win, we are still at least 2 points ahead of them. This is the form that we need to continue on until that first El Clasico. I tell you guys this all the time. From the minute this league kicks off, we are in a title race with Barca. And I did not want to be the first team that dropped points. And I knew that we wouldn't be. And the thing is, we still have another level to go up. Our back line looks very good. The midfield is looking solid. But our attack still is not clicking like we all know it can. Imagine when that happens. And I believe Xabi will be able to get the best out of these players. So I'm excited. This is going to be a great season, right? We're going to do some great things underneath this manager. Now, like I said, we are top of the league, right? We did just play against Espanyol. Some other matches that we had, right? We went against Osasuna to start off the season. We beat them 1-0 at home. We played Oviedo at their ground, won 3-0. We beat Mallorca at home. We won 2-1. We beat Sociedad at their ground, right? 2-1. Then we beat Marseille, and then we slapped Espanyol 2-0. Unbeaten in all competitions so far. The Xabi era has begun. And we're only going to go up, especially now that Jude, the best midfielder in the world, and Camavinga are back, I'm telling you, chat, it's scary times, but not for us. Now, let's talk about this match against Espanyol, where we beat them 1-0 at home. Sorry, 2-0 at home. We scored some bangers this game. Militao, Mbappé, both scoring screamers. The goalkeeper could have maybe did better, but we'll take it, obviously. I think this was a decent performance. So I think we're heading into this game against Levante on solid form. We have that winning mentality. These players have shown that they can go to hostile environments and leave with the win. I think in terms of style of play, Espanyol did nothing. Defensively, we handled anything that they tried to throw at us. And Espanyol entered this match sitting third in the La Liga table. They beat Atletico Madrid. So you can't take them for granted, right? You can't say that they're just shit. At least they started off this season playing very well. I think overall, the midfield and the attack is where there's some questions. It's like I said a little bit earlier. We're still not clicking up front. Like, we're not looking as deadly as we should, considering the individual talents that we have in these attacking areas. I thought, in terms of man of the match for this game, 4 players I'm looking at. Alvaro Carreras, Militao, Asensio, and Franco. Because I think Franco, this was his best performance. I know he didn't get a goal. He didn't get an assist. But I actually think he was our most effective attacking player. I didn't think Vinícius and Mbappé were as good as Franco. Even though Vinícius got the assist and Mbappé scored a screamer, I thought Franco was cooking this game. Gonzalo Garcia, he got a start, didn't really play that well, wasn't really involved in the game plan like that. I feel like we didn't look for him as much as we could have. I thought the midfield was solid. Tchouaméni and Valverde, we definitely were winning that battle. But the back line, bro, Asensio really impressed me, considering how everybody just turned on him since he was trash in the Club World Cup. People forget this guy is still a very good player. So this is a confidence boost for him. 2-0 win. Another clean sheet. 3 points. Jude came back. Camavinga came back this game. So let me know what you guys are saying about Real Madrid so far, right? Obviously, I'm not going to give you guys all of my thoughts on this match. Go watch my reaction to this game if you want me to go more in depth. That was a little summary of what I was thinking, right? Now, let's talk about the ops. Levante, newly promoted team, and they're not doing that good so far in the league. Like, you guys can see the table right here. They're not in the top half. We got to scroll down. Levante are sitting 16th in the table. In 5 games, they've won 1 time, they've drawn 1 time, but they've lost 3 of those matches. They have a 0-goal difference. They've scored 9 goals. They've conceded 9 goals. Now, looking at the games that they've played, right? They lost 2-1 to Alaves. They lost 3-2 to Barca. They lost 2-0 to Eche. They drew 2-2 with Betis. And then they absolutely slapped Girona in their last match 4-0. By the way, Girona are so shit. The way that they've fallen off since the 23-24 season is mad. I cannot lie, bro. But I've not been keeping an eye on Levante this season. Aside from the game against Barca, where we did do a hate watch, I've not looked at any other game that they've played since then. And against Barcelona, they actually did look competent, right? Like, they were hurting Barca on the counter. Now, I think, Levante were definitely lucky this game because they did get a penalty that I didn't think they should have got, right? They called a handball on Alejandro Balde, which to me is never a handball. But on the counter, they did make Barcelona look silly. Like, that high line definitely got exposed this game, right? Romero, their striker up front, a lot of pace, was very good with his finishing, right? I think, you look, Barca, they had to graft because once again, they do a remontada. They were down 2-0. And then in the second half, they scored 2 goals in like the first 7 minutes. And then right at the end, Lamine Yamal plays a ball into the box, and then it hits off of one of the defenders, and then it's an own goal. And then Barcelona leave with the 3 points. So, look, I was rooting for Levante that game. And I do expect them to have that same intensity against us. We do like to play a high line as well. So I believe that it's something that can hurt us, right? We have to be careful. We've seen at times this season where we've got caught out. That's why Dean Housen was suspended against Espanyol. Because against Sociedad, he was caught ball watching. And then he had to foul the player, even though we all know that's not a red card, really. So look, Levante are sitting 16th in La Liga. They're not good. But at their ground, it's going to be a difficult match, right? You cannot just take them for granted. Now, looking at any of the injuries that they have, right? They're saying that this is from August, right? So they do have a couple of players here. Maybe some of these guys are going to miss this game, but I doubt all 5 of these players are not going to be available. So look, let me know what you guys are saying about Levante and what they've done so far this season. Now let's go ahead and look at Madrid's injuries, right? Now, we are fairly healthy now that Endrick, Camavinga, and Jude Bellingham are back. The only players that are out for this game are Alexander-Arnold, right? He's going to be missing the next month, maybe 2 months. Rüdiger is out for about 3 months. Mendy, who knows when he's coming back? I feel like his return date always gets pushed back. But everybody else is fit. And Dean Housen's suspension is over. So he will be available for this game. But these 3 players are not going to be out there. Now, let's get into my favorite part of every single match preview. And that is predicting the starting 11 that Xabi Alonso is going to use. Now, in the last game against Espanyol, we played a 4-4-2. I don't think he's going to do that because I can't see Gonzalo Garcia starting this game. He didn't impress in the last match. So I think we end up doing a 4-3-3. Now, in goal, I'm going with Courtois. I think right back's going to be Carvajal. I mean, obviously, we don't have another right back, so he's going to have to play every game in La Liga until Trent comes back. I think in this back line, though, so obviously, right, with Dean's suspension being over, he comes back. And by the way, it's nice that Dean got a rest, and it's nice that we still looked good without him. But yeah, Dean immediately comes back. I'm actually predicting Asensio to start this game. Now, Militao had a very good performance against Espanyol. Damn near man of the match, scored an amazing goal. But let's not forget, Militao, the last 2 seasons, the last 24 months, has torn both his ACLs. He should not be playing heavy minutes so close together. I do not want Militao to get injured again. So I would rotate him this game because of how fast it's coming up. And with Asensio's performance in the last game, I think he's earned a start against Levante. So that's the center back pairing that I would put out there. And then at left back, I think it's obviously going to be Alvaro Carreras once again, who's just been absolutely cooking since he's joined Real Madrid. Look, the guy's been our second best signing behind Dean Housen. I was hesitant about us bringing the guy in, but not anymore, okay? Like, he's definitely won me over. Hopefully, he can continue this form in El Clasico, in the bigger Champions League matches, because he is balling out right now. In the midfield, I think Arda Güler returns to the starting 11, right? He was dropped for the match against Espanyol. He was brought on with the first sub in the second half, but I think he returns back to the 11. I think, obviously, Tchouaméni starts, and then Valverde. I'm going to be honest, I cannot see Jude or Camavinga being in the 11 for this game. I would like them to come off the bench again but get more minutes, right? They both came on in like the 88th minute. The game had 5 minutes of added time. So they played about 7-8 minutes, right? I think they do need more minutes than that, but neither of them should just immediately be coming back into the starting 11, personally. Now, up top, obviously, you got to go Mbappé. This guy is on form. And I'm going to say right now, Mbappé is the best player in the world right now. There's not another player right now in world football that is better than Kylian Mbappé. I think he so far is leading the race for the 2026 Ballon d'Or. And then on the right, I'm going to go Franco. I don't think he should be dropped. He cooked against Espanyol, starting to get it together. Yo, you know what's so frustrating, bro? Franco should be getting GA. He should have had an assist against Espanyol. He should have damn near had a brace in the Champions League game against Marseille. The guy is putting himself in very good positions, bro. And his dribbling, his off-the-ball work, just his link-up play, everything about this player looks very good. So I'm excited to see how he keeps on developing. Now, on the left wing against Espanyol was Vinícius. Rodrigo came off the bench, didn't really do too much. Vinny did get an assist for Mbappé, even though, you know, that assist wasn't really a true assist. He just passed it, and then Mbappé scored an absolute screamer. But I'm trying to see, who do you guys think starts this game? I think Rodrigo starts this match, man. I think Rodrigo starts, bro. I can't lie. I feel like there is genuinely a battle for that left wing position. So this is what I'm saying for my starting 11. I want to know if you guys agree. All right, get in the comment section. Tell me what you're thinking. Also, let me know what your score prediction is as well. We will be live with a watch along for this game. This is why you got to have your notifications turned on. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Holla Madrid.